Hello everyone and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I thank you for your love, for your support. If you are new to the channel, you are highly and very welcome. And if you have not subscribed, please, I would appreciate if you hit on the subscribe button and also hit on the bell to get an update whenever I upload a new video. And if you want to register for our online classes, you can just see my number scrolling through the screen. Just send me a message on WhatsApp and then I'll give you the details of the classes that we have presently available. You can also follow me on all of my social media platforms: Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, all at Stylish Naija. Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to cut 3 types of V necklines. So you can see the picture showed to you from the thumbnail initially. So that's what we're going to learn how to do today. And with the measurement that we're going to be using, standard measurement. So I have 3 different I cut out 3 different fabric here already. So I'm just going to open this up. So when cutting necklines, the issue that some people used to have is that they'll cut the back neckline and the front neckline. Once they are not the same, that neckline will never fit properly. So that is why if you watch most of my video, anytime I'm making neckline, showing you how to cut neckline, I usually show you how to cut the back first. So that actually makes it easy. So for this now, we're going to cut out the back neckline first. So for the back neckline, we're just going to make use of a basic round neckline. So this is, and the standard measurement for neckline that will not be too big or too small is 3 inches or 3.5 inches. So for this tutorial, we're just going to go ahead to use 3 inches. If it is a plus size person, you can make use of 3.5. That's somebody that has body, you can use 3.5. And then always make sure you leave 1/4 of an inch on top when taking the length of your neckline. So for this, we're just going to go with the basic 2 inches depth for the neckline. So you just mark it like this. I'm just going to mark it around like this. So 3 inches and then 2 inches down. If you want to make it deeper, you can do that. And then you cut this out now. Okay, so you can see now this is our basic round neckline for the back. So the first V that we're going to be doing, we're going to do the normal standard V neckline. So you can see that's just the normal regular one. So when working with this, you know that this we use 3 inches width. So for this, make sure that what you are using also for the neckline, the width is the same 3 inches, nothing more, nothing less. That will make the neckline to lap properly. So we've marked 3 inches for the wide, and then for the depth, it is a deep neckline. So we're just going to go with 5 inches or 5.5 inches. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my pattern curve like this, and then I'm going to mark it into this point. Make sure you can see what I have. So I just want to make sure, I hope you can see it. Make sure it's entered into that point like that, and here is 3.5. If not, it's not going to work well. And then you make sure you cut So now we're going to open them up and then we're going to check what we have. So guys, you can see our neckline. You can see how it is looking perfectly. It looks perfect because we use the same inch for the neckline. So you see it sat perfectly well. So that's for that. Okay, so the next neckline we're going to cut out now, we're going to cut out the half V neckline. So this one is the standard V, and then the other one is the half V neckline. So I'm going to take this pattern also And then for this one, I'm going to mark the width first, which is very important. 3 inches. I'll mark that 3 inches. I'll turn it to this side also, and then mark that same 3 inches like this. So after marking it, I'm going to open this up like this, and then I'm going to come to this point. I'm going to measure the width, that's the length. So I already have the width, you can see the width. I'm going to measure the length of the neckline. Depends on how wide, how deep I want it to be. So for this, the first one was 5 inches. So for this, I'm going to go with 5.5. So that 5.5 inches, I'm going to mark it with a straight ruler, making sure that it is straight. So make sure it is on that straight line. You understand? Okay, so after doing this, you're going to take your pattern. If you want it to be straight, that's if you want the straight pattern, you can just use your straight part of your ruler, making sure that it goes back into that 3 inches part. But if you want it curved like what we have here, you're just going to use your pattern curve nicely like this, so you can see what I have. Make sure that all of the points are the same. So you can see what we have. So you can curve it however you want to curve it. Just make sure whatever you do, make sure you don't you don't exceed, that's the right word. Make sure you don't exceed that point. And then now I'm going to cut it out now, and then we'll see. So at the end of the day, so you can see how it is looking. So if you want to make it deep, that's if you still want to open more, you can open more, but don't exceed this point, you understand? So that's it. So we'll place it now, and then we're going to check. So you can see what we have. You can see how it is looking perfect. So with this now, once you stitch, your neckline is going to be perfect. Even if you want it to be deeper, you can go ahead and deepen it more, but don't exceed that part. So that is for this partial one or half V. So the next one we're going to cut out now is the off shoulder, like the off shoulder V neckline. So for this one, when you're cutting on the off shoulder V neckline, we're not going to make use of this 3 inches. We're not going to make use of this 3 inches. So the back, we're going to alter the back a little bit. So for this, we're going to, the back neckline is not going to be 3 inches. It's going to be 3.5 inches for normal size people. Then for plus size, 4 inches. So I just want you to note. So I've added it so we can open it up. So we can use, okay, let's just use 4 inches because of the plus size people. So you use 4 inches for plus size for this off shoulder one. You can use 5 inches also, but just make sure that it is not deep, because if it once it is deep, it will start falling off. Okay, so now we can see how the neckline is almost looking like a boat neckline. So you take this now, and then we're going to cut out our V. So since it is an off shoulder V, we're going to use the 4 inches here, just like we did. And then on this side, you are going to make sure that it is not very deep. You understand? It is not very deep. If not, once it is deep, So I'm going to mark it now. Just mark it. If you don't want it sharp, if you want the curvy V, you can actually do that. You understand? So you can curve it. It's not necessary, it does not necessarily need to be too deep, too straight, sharp. So you can see what we have now. So I'm going to open this up, and then we are going to check. You can make it as deep as you want. So you can see the neckline. So you can see how it is looking. So you can see. So if you want to make it deeper, you can still go ahead and make it deep. But just note that the deeper you go, the higher this comes up. If not, it will fall off. Once it is very deep, make sure that this one is not as high as this. So you come up and then open up. So these are all of our necklines. So I'm just going to go ahead and open them all up for you to see. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, I've not come to the end of this video. If you find this video helpful, please, I would appreciate if you hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.